What's up, paper highlighter fam? Welcome back. We've got 4 stories today, and every single one comes with receipts, reactions, and a comment section that's basically a jury deliberating in real time. First up, the 90-day tell-all preview that sparked full detective mode. Luke's wedding ring is MIA, and fans aren't buying, oops, I lost it. The loudest theory? Sold. Pawned. Cashed in. And when the explanation sounds different depending on who's listening, yeah, the internet gets ruthless. Plus that hot liquid burn story, people are arguing the details like it's a true crime timeline. Meanwhile, Yara's latest photo has everyone split. Glow up era or Silva vibes warning sign. The fandom is debating editing, fillers, and where the line is between glam and going too far. And then the sobering one. Liz Woods says her cancer is back, and she's sharing what comes next in her treatment. Fans are devastated and rallying around her. Finally, Daniel versus Lisa's hair reveal. The vibe shifts, the internet calls out their carpet lift moment, and the green card accusations start flying. If you're here for the mess and the real talk, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell, because we're starting with the ring mystery first. The tell-all hasn't even aired yet, and Luke's missing wedding ring already has the fandom acting like the FBI. In the latest 90-Day Fiancé The Other Way tell-all preview, TLC drops one tiny question. What happened to Luke's wedding ring? And suddenly the entire relationship feels like it's on trial. Okay, so here's why this is blowing up. The teaser doesn't frame the ring as a simple oops. It frames it like a mystery, like something happened and someone isn't being fully straight about it. And the second that preview hit, viewers went straight into detective mode. Because in the comments, one theory is dominating so hard, it's basically become the unofficial storyline. People think the ring wasn't lost. It was sold, pawned, cashed in. You'll see variations of the same idea over and over. Pawn shop, cash converters, she sold it, she pawned it. And the energy behind those comments isn't curious, it's convinced. And fans say the reason they're so confident isn't just the missing ring, it's the explanation, or more specifically, the way the explanation seems to shift. Multiple reactions point out what they believe is a major red flag. One version was allegedly told to Luke, and a different version was told to the group in the tell-all setting. And once the audience clocks that, it's over. Because when the story changes depending on the audience, people don't assume confusion, they assume strategy. Then, TLC basically pours gasoline on the whole thing by folding in that chaotic, hot liquid situation. Because now the timeline is messy and the details are messy. Viewers are debating everything. Was it a car or a truck? Was it coolant? Was it liquid refrigerant? Did someone open a radiator cap when the engine was overheating? Some comments are like, radiator burns are real. If you pop that cap, it can erupt like a volcano. Others are like, hold on, if it was that serious, how are you at the gym right after? So now, instead of one suspicious moment, fans think they're seeing a pattern, confusing details, shifting explanations, and a vibe that screams something's not adding up. And that's when the internet stops asking what happened and starts asking why. Suddenly, you get the motive theories. She's asking for money, she sold it to get a flight home, and yes, people even cracking jokes that it went toward new nails or a new wig. Savage? Absolutely. But it shows exactly where the fandom's trust level is right now. Underground. And then, boom, fans start quoting Dylan, the Aussie guy, the one everyone says called it with that now viral word, MENTIROSA. People are replaying it like it's the signature line of the tell-all because it feels like someone finally said out loud what viewers have been thinking. If the truth is simple, why does it keep coming out in 3 different versions? At this point, fans aren't just tracking a ring, they're treating it like a metaphor for the marriage. If the symbol disappears and the story wobbles, what else is falling apart? Stick around, because if you think this ring drama is loud, the next story has the internet screaming Photoshop in all caps. Plus, wait till you see the new Yara photo that has everyone debating glow up or full-on Silva vibes. Okay, Let's set the scene. The photo pops up, and the first thing you notice is the full glam transformation. Bright blonde hair, sharp eyeliner, a sparkly choker, like she's stepping out in main character energy. But then the comments do what the comments always do. They zoom in, they analyze, they compare, and they decide whether they're witnessing a serve or a spiral. And the comment section is chaos because it's basically two fandoms fighting in one thread. On one side, you've got people instantly calling it fake. This has to be edited. No way. Photoshop. They're convinced the lighting, the smoothing, the angles, something about it looks too polished to be real. Some are acting like they can spot a filter from 3 zip codes away. But on the other side, fans are like, y'all need to relax. They're saying this looks like Yara now, period. That she's been evolving her look for a long time and people are just shocked when they see it in one dramatic photo. And that turned into a bigger conversation fast. Because with Yara, it's never just new hair. It's always tied to beauty standards, social media pressure, and the franchise's very specific pipeline: reality TV fame, constant commentary, cosmetic tweaks, more commentary. And then we get to the main event, the lips. That's what kicked the thread into overdrive. A bunch of commenters fixated on them immediately, saying they look bigger, swollen, maybe fresh, maybe sore, maybe still settling. And that's where the comparisons started flying. Because some viewers went straight to the most loaded reference in the 90-day universe, Silva vibes. Yep, Darcy and Stacey energy. People were throwing around phrases like Darcy-Stacey syndrome and warning her not to go down the cosmetic rabbit hole. Others got mean with it, calling it ducky, or saying she's heading toward a look that won't stop once it starts. But, important, this wasn't just a drag fest. There were also plenty of comments defending her, saying she still looks gorgeous, that it's her body, her face, her choice, and fans need to stop acting like they own her appearance. One person even brought it to a deeper place, the idea that chasing perfect never ends, and the internet can be both the judge and the gasoline. So the real tension here isn't whether the photo is edited, it's what the photo represents: a new era glam moment or a sign the pressure is getting louder than her own voice. The fandom is basically split into two camps: she's stunning, let her live, versus we've seen this storyline before, please don't go too far. Don't touch that dial, because the next update is the kind that hits you in the gut and stops the jokes instantly. We're heading straight into Liz Wood's heartbreaking health bombshell, because fans just learned she's fighting cancer again. So here's what Liz shared, and why people are reacting so emotionally. Liz posted a black and white photo of herself walking hand in hand with her daughter Riley on a beach. It's one of those quiet, reflective posts that feels like a memory frozen in time. She wrote about how her daughter isn't 5 anymore, and how she's blossomed into the early teen years. Basically one of those time is flying moments that instantly pulls at your heartstrings. But then the caption took a turn, because Liz revealed that doctors found another cancerous mass. According to what she shared, the new mass is in her ovaries, which is why she's saying the cancer has returned. And that's the part that had fans spiraling, because it's not just the news itself, it's the way it reframes everything. People thought she was finally getting to exhale, and instead it's like the rug got pulled out from under her again. Liz also shared what she plans to do next. She said her next step is a hysterectomy, meaning a surgery to remove the uterus. And the way she talked about it made it clear this isn't a casual decision. It's a serious medical move tied to her treatment plan. And what made the post feel even heavier is the emotional layer she added. Liz implied she's being extremely intentional about how she spends her time right now, prioritizing quiet moments, being with the people closest to her, and basically holding on to what matters while she gears up for the next stage of this battle. Now, naturally, the fandom response was immediate and intense. Fans flooded the comments with prayers, support, and heartbreak, because nobody wants to see someone have to restart the fight mentally and emotionally after they already thought they'd climbed that mountain. You can feel how protective people are of her, especially because she's a mom and her daughter is old enough to understand what's going on. And in true 90-day universe fashion, it also sparked a wave of people sharing their own experiences. Survivors, caregivers, and family members chiming in with a "you're not alone" energy. Not advice, just solidarity, because that's what this kind of post does. It turns a fandom into a support system for a minute. What's getting fans the most is the mother-daughter angle, because that photo isn't just aesthetic, it's a reminder of what she's fighting for and why this news feels so personal to viewers. Keep it locked, because the next story whiplashes straight back into pure 90-day chaos. We're heading into Daniel and Lisa's hair reveal drama, and the comments are already screaming red flag and green card. So in this clip, the vibe shifts fast. The caption basically frames it for us. It's safe to say Daniel is not feeling Lisa's short hair, and that one detail was enough to light up the comments like a season finale. And viewers weren't just reacting, they were clocking behavior. One of the most repeated comments is that if your attraction falls apart the second the wig comes off, then you never loved the person, you loved the performance. People straight up said Lisa deserves someone who loves her for her, because the way Daniel acts in the teaser feels cold, judgmental, and weirdly entitled. Then came the moment everyone keeps replaying. Fans swear he lifted her hair up like a piece of carpet. And that detail matters because it's the difference between surprise and humiliation. The comment section basically labeled it instantly, red flag. Some people even pointed out the way he combed or handled her hair and said the energy felt controlling, like he was inspecting her, not interacting with her. And of course, because this is 90 Day, the conversation immediately jumped from hair to motives. A bunch of viewers started whispering green card, saying he's working hard for that green card, or that he's rethinking things now that reality doesn't match the fantasy. Others dragged money into it too, joking that he'll act nicer when it's ATM time. Brutal, but that's where the fandom went. And another big point people keep making, how is he even shocked? Like, did they really get this far and he's never seen her without a wig? Fans were confused, calling out the "how do you not know" factor as a sign something about the relationship is off. The fandom takeaway is loud. This isn't about hair, it's about respect, control, and whether Daniel loves Lisa or just loves the image. Now you tell me, who was the most out of pocket today? Drop your takes in the comments and don't be shy. This is Paper Highlighter. Stay pressed, stay petty, and stay watching.